Got the front cover on today. Did you know Dorman sells these covers with the seals and stuff already on them? That's how lazy I am. I got the front cover and the back cover, brand new. Brand new, never been installed before, right out of the box. Let's see here. This was the one I cleaned. And, you know, I'm at the auto parts store asking for the seal and this gas, or the rear main seal. And they're like, you know, that seal's a real pain in the butt to get in. Like, why don't you just buy the new cover? I was like, okay. So I did that. I came home, put it on. That was the first one. And then that like spoiled me. I'm like, this is way easier. So I had the front cover. I couldn't get it clean all the way. Like the stuff, I just couldn't get it in the container and you know, to clean it all the way. So I was talking to the parts guy and I'm like, do you sell these, you know, with the seal in it? He's like, I don't know, let me check. And he did. So I picked that up. Anyway, I just got off the computer. I ordered the valve covers, the intake manifold, and oil pan. I still need to get a water pump, but I got to check and see what the difference is. So the way these things are normally set up, you have your AC compressor, alternator, power steering pump. I want to set it up so it's AC compressor, alternator, power steering pump. The reason this matters is in the 94 truck, the AC compressor is up top and I can use the existing lines. And the turbo is going to be over here, so I don't have this room. I have the room underneath there. I'm going to hide the alternator down there. Anyway, I got to make sure when I get the water pump that the tensioner is about in this area here. I got to make sure the tensioner works with everything else. So I got to find the bracket that I'm going to use and make sure it works with the truck. So that's where I'm at with this. Anyhow, I'm getting itchy. There's really nothing more I can do with this until the oil pan and stuff comes. I got to do the pickup tube, the splash tray, all that stuff. But I want to get into the transmission. That's the next thing to do. And see what kind of condition that's in. So let me yank this transmission out of here, get it up on my workbench. Is currently, it's not horrible. I've had it way worse than this. Most of this stuff's trash. So I'm going to organize everything and clear off my workbench and get ready to tear this transmission down. So give me a few minutes and I'll take care of that. I got her up on the workbench. Man, that thing's heavy. I'm not too sure how much of this I'm going to record tearing apart. There's a lot of guys, like if you're looking for a teardown video, there's a lot of guys out there. Precision Transmission's one of them. I'm going to give a shout out to them. I'll tell you what, they do a really good job on their teardown videos. But I'm more or less going to strip this all down. One thing I'm going to mention, this is where the original shift cable would have come from, and it goes to this little guy. The you know, 94 truck I'm putting mine in, it comes from the column. There's a rod that comes down. There's some kind of an adapter that I guess goes onto here or something, and then it comes this direction. So some of the stuff I'm not going to use. Obviously the sensors and stuff I'm going to keep, and the neutral lockout, neutral safety switch I'll keep, but just tearing it down. I want to see what everything looks like inside. Right off the bat, the torque converter that came out of it was painted. They painted over a decal, so I don't know if another transmission shop's been in through this thing or you know what the deal is, but we're about to find out. So I'm going to find a good spot for you, hopefully. That's a horrible spot. So these are like magnets. Let's see if I'm getting you in frame. These are like magnets, and usually if the transmission shit, these collect a bunch of metal. These look like brand new. There's no metal or nothing on them, so I might get lucky here. Alright, let's see how much metal is in this pan. That's a rarity right there. There's like no metal in this. I might have picked a winner here. There's like a little bit of dirt right there. This thing looks cherry. I might have got a winner. Hell, even the pump looks new. Well, that'll be awesome. Let's get into it some more. The figure's battery dies in the GoPro right as I'm trying to show you something. Alright, so I was trying to point out, there we go. This bushing's wore out. It's supposed to look like that. So, let's get all these clutches open and see what this thing really looks like, and see how lucky I got. So far everything's looking really good. None of these planetaries are really wore out that I'm seeing so far. You know, none of these gears are like, I always judge it by like if the teeth are sharp and if there's a lot of wiggle room in here. There's not. These look brand new, like they were just put in. And it may be that, you know, the guy who rebuilt this just skipped the bushing for some reason. Who knows? That might have been his lunch break. Let me take all these apart and we'll check out the clutches. I'm curious to see what the pump looks like and if it has a boost pressure regulator upgrade done to it. Let me get this thing in pieces. These look like these heavy duty clutches, the Alto ones. Got dry spots, so this transmission's been sitting for a while. I see a lot of times, you know, that truck I got it out of, those guys don't want to give those trucks up, you know what I mean? They want to keep them going. And, you know, they'll put the money into them. They're kind of hard to come by. Well, I shouldn't really say that. I've been working on a lot of those, the 6.5 liter diesels here lately. Coming out of the woodwork. I mean, you can read the print on these, they're so new. So it looks like they changed the clutches, but not the steels. Got some bluing on this clip. I think this is the direct drum. See how chewed up this one is. Yeah, this one's been getting hot. But overall, not bad. We got some, you know, heat spots there.